Intense and keen, turned inward. We have burgers? Keeping it relevant.
Securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up like being in one word. Next till that ecstasy prolonged, thy meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Blast all these things in one our power. Time that the midnight blossom flower, the one that sits yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. Shall not do amiss. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low. Burn up by being in one word. Next to that ecstasy prolonged, my meditation's deep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one power. Time like the midnight blossom flower. No oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do oneness.
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sweep softly as a well to live be bound. Six on one thought, securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. From sense of service entity, watch every thought that springs and pants. Hour after hour, thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inwardness. Blow atom of analysis. Someone thought securely, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one o'erpower, time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst support the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divine be free from sense, observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs and hands. Hour after hour, thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inwardness. No atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one overpower, time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse
rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget waves that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a will to live be bound to the one law of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense, observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward mist, no atom of analysis. Sits on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy, prolong thy meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Blast all these things in one o'erpowered time, and the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is his, even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss.
If thou restrain the expression, show thy hands to rapture's darkening root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere.
Thy radiance that rolls afar, old brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divine be free from sense, observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turn inwardness, no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy, prone thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Blast all these things in one o'erpowered time, that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet, even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a well to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen turned inward miss, no matter more than novice is. Fixed on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still let ecstasy prolong thy meditation, steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one o'erpowered time, that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet, even in this my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce through the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star.
The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is the holy hexagram. Plunge from the height, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence. And behold, is not that word equal to check? That is cancer, whose sigil is up. This work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfect in itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed and the way to suck eggs. This is a holy hexagram. Plunge from the heights, O God, and interlock with man. Plunge from the height, O man, and interlock with beast. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abrahadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence. And behold, is not that word equal to check? That is cancer, whose sigil is shut. This work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfect in itself. Little children, love one another. launch from the height, oh man, and interlock with peace. The red triangle is the descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the ascending tongue of prayer. This interchange is the double gift of tongues, the word of double power. Abrahadabra is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence. And behold, is not that word equal to death? That is cancer. Whose sigil is death? This work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own end, nourishes the worker, leaves no sin. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed, and the way to succeed. This is the holy hexagram, fresh from the high oak garden into love with man. Fresh from the high oak man, into love with peace. The red triangle is the sending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is the sending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power. Abracadabra, the son of the great work.
Randy, how was your date?
Well, how was my day or my dates?
Both. Your date?
Oh, it was nice. You know, we just went to see a Beach Boys tribute show. It was fantastic. I mean, it was great. Losers Lounge, and today my day is so far. Thank you. It's only halfway here. You know, a third of the way done.
So Randy,
I was up early.
I need to get your thoughts on what you hear about this Marty Supreme movie that's coming out with Joe.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be amazing.
What is?
The Marty Supreme movie.
Oh, I'm curious to see it. There's a bunch of movies opening right now. I want to see Marty's and the other one, the George Clooney Adam Sandler movie that's on Netflix. Like any day now. I think it starts today. I want to know.
I'm 2 episodes in the Diddy documentary. Oh my!
I loved it.
The man's a menace.
Wait, what George Clooney? George Clooney who? Adam Sandler?
Yeah, they have a movie that I think it opens today.
How the fuck did I miss that?
Well, it came out today, or it's coming out right now. But going back to the Diddy documentary, I mean, putting aside everything else, how does Diddy live with all the stress he lived with? I mean, the guy was getting arrested. There was a shootout. Everywhere he went, there was something. I mean, his whole career has been littered with violent incidents. It's amazing. I mean, putting aside the criminality, just the stress. The stress alone would have driven many people to death.
We must leave his origin and all this stuff.
Yeah. Incredibly long career. The funniest part of the documentary is like when this guy said, they talk about what a bad rapper he is. It's so funny. So brutal. I think Jeffrey Epstein must have wished that, I mean, if in heaven or where in hell, he must be going, man, I should have had Diddy's lawyer. You know? Diddy, I'm not sure what Diddy did differently than Jeffrey Epstein, but Diddy had 48 months in jail, and that shit was staring at, you know, life in jail. I wonder what the
I mean, my theory after all of it, and I've investigated all of it, I think Trump had a COVID system.
Is
He's certainly one of many theories out there. Is that he's, I mean, the videos apparently freaky. All kinds of stuff is happening.
I feel like once you get to I think it's like a power thing. Once you get to like a certain level of fucking every girl, you're just like, I don't fuck guys now.
Is that a cock?
He enjoys seeing his
much. I know too much. I'm sorry.
So, he's got a prison one.
Less than 4 years.
You gonna go get his autograph, Philip?
So I'm just wondering, like, is there a way for him to actually back to start on there, or is it over?
He's probably gonna try.
He's gotta face a trial in California, I believe.
Did he does?
Yeah, but he gets suspended. Well, I didn't think what the charges are, but they've got a
Asylum with tax burdens, which are 3.7 times higher than before.
They're gonna wait on the trial.
I haven't heard anything about a Diddy trial in California.
In recognition of this, Otto I rewarded Conrad by marrying
I didn't
him
know anything about this, so I'm
in
curious.
Somebody's playing Fun by the Beach Boys.
They're dead.
I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president.
Well, she got her daddy's keys and she's moving just as fast as she can now. She makes D&D pod library like she told her old man now. Come along with me because we've got a lot of things to do now. This is exactly, and we'll have fun till my daddy takes the T-bird away.
They came and performed at a hospital opening in Mount Pleasant a few years.
Indy 500 look like a motor chariot race now. And it's a
That's
little
not
private
right.
music, but there ain't nothing wrong. Now fun till the daddy T-bird away.
Thank you, Raphael.
I don't see
Yeah, Queen's White is your favourite. No, Carmen said champagne
I think it was TMZ when they were talking about his sentencing, and they were saying at the time,
James or
John Hutchins of British Air,
John
also charges in California.
He does it, and he does a great demo on it. It's
So I can't necessarily confirm it unless I really go and listen to it.
Is it Dash Gupta? This is at Dulles Airport, right next door, is our Hazy Center.
I have to know.
They have to charge, they don't want to charge or charge now. They don't have to wait.
Same thing happens in
So Harvey Weinstein, but he had the trials in both states. He was tried in New York, then he was shipped to California. He was convicted in New York, and then he was shipped to California for trial, I believe.
Yeah, these are two state court warrants. The first one was a federal case, so there's the state charges now, right?
I really don't know.
Not classic. You should get a pass for putting out The Departed.
No, that's a Warner Brother movie. No, he did some great movies. He discovered playing Tarantino. But that doesn't get you out of jail.
So I think Jason's right. They're saying that, like, even after the sentence is handed down October 3rd.
Okay.
It doesn't mean the little troubles are yeah, this guy gets a pass. Look at all his movies put out. They're all classics.
A second look.
Where's the documentary?
It went live. Boom. Gave it to y'all. Put my game
We're
down.
talking about
You said you watched a documentary on P. Diddy, right?
yeah, it's on Netflix. 4 episodes. It's fantastic.
Thank you. That's what I
Spinal
was thinking.
stenosis. So it shoots down my leg.
yeah,
I get
sounds
another
like
injection in my
possible.
spine on
But
the
it doesn't sound like they're actually gonna do it.
I wouldn't be surprised. California's notorious for doing that stupid shit or unreasonable shit in court or unforeseeable things in court. They don't do it. Depends on how they want to bring attention to California for administering justice.
Yeah, California can have its moments, but I mean, what I'm reading, it's very unlikely. This is from The Independent, I guess, a UK article.
Wait, something's striking my memory. What was it?
I'm waiting.
clean.
Sharon Tate, remember
Thanks for
her
the,
from
the gift.
when she got murdered, her boyfriend or her husband,
Yeah, Roman Polanski, what about him?
didn't he evade, he was being charged on sex crimes or something like that
Right,
years
and he
ago.
escaped to France.
And they couldn't extradite him back, or I don't think it was France, I think wasn't it Sweden or something like that?
No, but it's France. Certain crimes you can't be arrested. Yes, I think he may have even gotten arrested when he went to Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. France is, if it's not a crime in France, then you can't be extradited from France to somewhere else for that crime. You follow me? Well, we've got to
Triangle is descending song of grace. The blue triangle is descending song of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abracadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence. And behold, is not their word equal to Jeff's cancer? Sigil is rich, and this work also eats up itself, accomplishes its own and nourishes the worker, leaves no seed, is perfect in itself. Little children, love one another. The way to succeed, and the way to succeed. The way to succeed, and the way to succeed. This is the holy hexagram, fetched from the Heido garden, interlocked with man. Fetched from the Heido land, and interlocked with beast. The red triangle is descending tongue of grace. The blue triangle is descending tongue of prayer. This interchange, the double gift of tongues, the word of double power, abracadabra, is the sign of the great work. For the great work is accomplished in silence. Phoenix hath a bell for sound, fire for sight, a knife for touch, two cakes, one for taste, the other for smell.
the universe. Sun